know it is Crockett Cup 2019, the entire story. Now, this is going to be very, very interesting because this weekend we're actually getting the Crockett Cup 2019. This is the NWA's WrestleMania. This is their big show. This is the show they were going to be doing. Obviously, they were going to do the 2020 version, but with everything that's going on in the world at the moment, obviously that's not possible. So they're showing us the 2019 version this weekend. Many of us haven't seen it. I've seen bits of it, but I haven't seen the whole event. I don't even know how I've seen bits of it, but I've definitely seen bits of it. I don't know if it was bits that were on YouTube or highlights or what it was, but I honestly would say that the Crockett Cup last year was probably the first time that I was hearing about the NWA. I knew that Billy Corgan, Mr. Corgan, had gone over and purchased them, but if you'd have asked me what their first show was, I would have said the Crockett Cup. So obviously it's been very interesting watching like NWA 70, very interesting watching the pop-up show. Yeah, it's kind of been really cool these past few weeks just finding out a few things. I really would have said Crockett Cup was their first show back, but because I saw highlights. And that, amazingly, we were meant to be getting this year's show this weekend. It was going to be this weekend. So to kind of honour that, they're giving us last year's show this weekend. It's another pay-per-view. We will be doing the watch-along, of course. As I said, a show that I've seen bits of, but not all of, and it should be a lot of fun. Yeah, we're going to find out the story. So what's really cool is tonight we're actually going to watch the whole backstory. We're going to find out all of the build so that when we watch the show on Sunday, we're going to know all about it. So if you're sitting there going, I don't normally watch NWA streams, or I don't know anything about the NWA, this is the perfect time. This is absolutely the perfect time. You don't need to know anything. You can watch tonight. You can get yourself up to speed with what we're about to enjoy. And then this Sunday, we can watch last year's Crockett Cup together. And you've got to remember that this show was just before Powerrr. So this show took place this time last year. So, yeah, this is like, what, a good 5 months before Powerrr, something along those lines. Maybe not even that. So you're really starting to see Powerrr kind of coming together. Obviously, Camille is in the mix now. Aldis is obviously the champion. Yeah, it should be a very, very fun show. Jason Peace, shout out to you before I get lost in my love for the NWA. I probably should say hello to some people. So shout out to famous KJ Carter. Shout out to LSW. Shout out to William Hensey. Shout out to Wrestling Days fan. Shout out to Chris DeZuba. Dave in real life. We've got Ben and James and Nails in NY. We've got the Cactus with 2 Ks. We've got James Chadwick as well. Imtiaz, hello. Anna Dawes, hello. Jake Wrestle News, Swamp Manor. Everyone's here. Hello to all of you. So I've got a little checklist of things that I need to kind of just quickly touch on. Things that I want to make sure that we definitely discuss. I suppose the biggest thing is the lineup. I really do want to just go through what we're going to be watching, because today it's the build. Sunday we are doing the watch along for the Crockett Cup. So if you can, put it in your diaries. Make sure that you're joining us for that, because we're going to have a lot of fun with that. The NWA streams are my favourite streams. I genuinely look forward to these. Because we just, for whatever reason, seem to have the most fun. I mean, do you remember last week we were watching 1970s adverts? Like, you just don't know what you're going to be watching. So I do genuinely love these streams. So yeah, we've got that tonight. We've got Crockett Cup on Sunday, and then next week, Camille speaks. Camille speaks. Hello, Governor. My name's Camille. I don't know if she sounds like that. But she could do. We don't know. So, yeah, Camille is going to speak next week. And she is also having her first match. So, we're going to see a lot of Camille. This is very, very exciting. Obviously, Camille, we've seen her since the first Powerrr. Obviously, we've been seeing a lot more of her as we've been going back through these older shows as well. We actually saw, like, her getting brought into the NWA, and she is such a strong, imposing person that I can't wait to see what she's like in the ring. I can't wait to see her wrestling style. So, yeah, she's obviously made a big, big impression on the NWA universe. So, and the NWA family. So, yeah, can't wait for next Tuesday. So, very excited about that. Team Camille. I'm so excited, says Nails and NY. Thank you, Nails and NY. Really appreciate the support, my lovely. See you next Tuesday. Again, I don't know if she sounds like that. I genuinely don't know. Days, I'm going to watch SummerSlam 94. Okay? Enjoy it. Enjoy it, my friend. Hello, Days. I had a lot of fun on Wrestling Escape Pod. Shout out to you. £10 a podcast. Hello. So, yes, I was just over there, actually. I didn't get a chance to kind of chat because I had it on and I was having to set up the stream. So, I was setting the stream up and listening to Fortson, who was on, and he had his National Disgrace t-shirt on. In reference to the Real World's Champion, Nick Aldis, who he isn't a fan of. So, yeah, really good. Again, I'm a big fan of Stranger. It's genuinely one of the shows that I really do look forward to. Because, you know, we know everything about the wrestlers, or we know a lot about the wrestlers, but there's not many wrestling companies out there where you can really start to learn about the fans, start to learn about what they like, what they see. Who's impressing them, what do they think the future holds. And I think the fact that £10 a podcast are kind of talking to their audience and talking to the NWA audience in that way is brilliant, absolutely brilliant. So I like to tune in and check that out, and I thought Fortson was great. Thought there was some really, really interesting conversation and thoughts on there, and yeah, as I said, I never miss it. So £10 podcast will follow us tonight. Obviously, we're going to stick around for however long. I don't even know how long this is. So we're going to watch this together. If you've not seen before, it's on the NWA YouTube channel. And we're going to watch that together, react to it, talk about it, get excited for Sunday. Talk about whatever you want to talk about as well. I've got a few other things that I want to talk about. And then, yes, we're done. And £10 podcast will start after them. Once they're finished, the Insiders have got an interview with Thunder Rosa. So if you're an NWA fan, you can go from Stranger to the watch along to the post show on £10 a podcast to the Insiders who are going to be talking to Thunder Rosa. So they're going to be asking all of your questions. Whatever you wanted asked, they're going to be asking those questions. This is why I keep saying send your questions through to the Insiders, because they are your voice in many ways when it comes to speaking to these people. Obviously, they've got like some incredible interviews coming up. They've done some incredible interviews already. So make sure you're sending your thoughts over to them because they can put those questions to all of these different wrestlers and personalities. And yeah, really, really some big stuff coming up from them. So, wow, most notably tonight, the current... I mean, like, you do have to pinch yourself, don't you? You do have to pinch yourself when you say it out loud. The fact that the current NWA Women's World Champion is someone that we, do you know what I mean, interact with on a pretty regular basis, you know? I mean, she is so out there at the moment, just putting out videos, putting out streams, you know, loads of tweets, and she really is so interactive. So, yeah, nothing but love for Thunder Rosa, and definitely going to be listening to that interview. And Memnon, shout out to you, says, hope you're doing well, mate. I'm good, thank you. By the way, are you doing this full-time now, and do you perhaps have a Patreon where I can support you? Greetings from NL. What's NL? What's NL? NL. I know it's going to be really obvious. I want to say like Netherlands, but I don't think it is. NL is probably a state, isn't it? But what state would it be? NL. It's not Nebraska. It's not North Lakota. North Lakota. What's NL? I feel like it's going to be really obvious. Really obvious. But off the top of my head, I can't think what it is. Memnon, tell me what it is, will you? Put me out of my misery. I failed. I thought I was so good at geography, and I just don't know anything. Yes. What is NL? What is it? What is NL? Oh, do you know what? I'm not even going to wait. I'm going to Google it. This always goes well. Here we go. Here we go. Hey, Google. NL. I don't know. NL. Well, that's not gone well. No, literally nothing there. Literally, I mean, in all fairness, I did just say the letters NL, so I'm not too sure what I was expecting. NL State? NL State? Newfoundland? Newfoundland? Is that a thing? Is that a place? North American Newfoundland. That's not... What is that? What is this place? Newfoundland in Oh my god. Do you know what? We've gone down a wormhole. Memnon, just tell me. Oh my god. I'm gonna have to look now, Memnon. The Netherlands! Oh my god! I said the Netherlands! I said the Netherlands right at the start! Dude, I don't know if you saw, but I went down a proper wormhole there. I was off to Newfoundland. And I was Googling. It turns out it's the Netherlands. Pretty sure, for the record, I'm pretty sure I said Netherlands at the start, right? Right, anyway, all of that, put that to one side, yeah? I can't even remember what I was saying now. Netherlands have got in the way. Memnon says, am I doing this full time? Yes, I've been doing this full time since 2011. Yeah, I used to work in retail. We've kind of touched on this a lot on the Wrestling Escape Pod, which is the podcast I do just once a week on a Friday. And kind of touched on my backstory. So if you want to know a bit more about me, just go to Wrestling Escape Pod, and there's a podcast up. It's about 50 odd minutes long. I talk about my kind of backstory. Tommy Toy Travels, who's quite another big channel on YouTube, wrestling channel. He talks about his backstory as well, and the response to that has been brilliant. So thank you to everyone that has been enjoying those. Yes, I do this of course I do. I mean, could you imagine if I tried to fit a job in as well? I don't even know I don't even know how many days we've been streaming now. I think this is like day 16 in a row or something, you know? I'm pretty sure it's something along those lines. There is no Patreon. No, there is no Patreon. Shout out to you, Netherlands. Right. Whew. How long is the show? Wrestling Days fan? Don't know, buddy. Don't know. Memnon, shout out to you. Days got dazed. There's nothing new there. Very true. Very, very true. NFLD is Newfoundland. Thank you, Jeff. Thank you. Look, guys, we are proper learning together. I tell you what I was going to get to. I was going to get to what Anna Dawes has just said. The sit-down interview that 10 Pounds a Podcast did with Rosa was off the chart. Watched it this morning. It was brilliant. Yes, I agree. I've got to be honest, I don't know Central Time, right? If someone says to me that this is starting at some Central Time, I ain't got a clue. I don't know what that is. I know Eastern because that's 5 hours. I would imagine Central's about 6 hours, maybe 7. I don't know. I think I looked at the time zones. Turned out there's like a mountain time zone as well, or something, which, do you know what I mean? Like, little old me sitting in merry old England, yeah, I can't be coping with 4 different time zones. So, yeah, I don't know when it was on, but I heard that people had watched it, so I knew it was up. I caught it last night or this morning, I can't remember, but it was excellent. It was very good. I put it on the community tab on the Wrestling Days account, so hopefully that went out to a few people, because I know a lot of you would be interested in that. But it's Mr. Rotella round at Thunder Rosa's house, the NWA Women's World Champions house, sitting down and just having a conversation. So, and it's really insightful, really interesting stuff, and definitely urge that you check that out as well. That's on her channel. There's so much stuff going on at the moment, so much good stuff as well. Some really interesting videos coming out and things like that. So, yeah, busy time, busy time. Right, Crockett Cup. I tell you what I wanted to talk about. I wanted to talk about Linda McMahon. Now, I know this isn't NWA related, but hello, Linda McMahon trending for bad reasons, but still trending. Yeah, girlfriend got it going on right now. Linda McMahon. I mean, honestly, when I saw she was trending, and last time I saw it was 18,000 tweets, which was pretty good, right? That's what she was trending on. Let me have a look now. See where she is. See if that's it. Oh, I don't know where she is. Hang on, let me go trending. Let me go into the trending page, see if she's there. Oh, she might have dropped a little. Lamp sounds. Oh, I think she's dropped a little bit. I can't see where she is now. But earlier, she was on 18,000 tweets, right? I didn't even get a chance to click on it. I thought, that is definitely a TikTok. That is definitely a TikTok. You know how all these girls right now are doing different TikTok things? It's all about the TikToks with the girls. So I thought she's definitely done a TikTok. She's probably done something to, like, Sound of the Police or Whoop. There. It'll be that, won't it? Whoop, there it is. Whoop, there it is. You know, by Tag Team. You know that song by Tag Team, the band Tag Team. Yeah? Whoop, there it is. Whoop, there it is. Yeah, bit of Linda McMahon. So, I didn't even bother clicking on it, but then, unfortunately, someone said it's all to do with the fact that she probably played a big part in WWE being essential, you know, and still being able to continue when literally everything else is shut down. So, you know, whatever. Skirting past those minor details. Trending. So, proper chuffed for Linda McMahon. What a great day for her. What a great day for me as well. I've been a big Linda supporter for a long time. Big Linda supporter. Shout out to Memnon. How long have we got? Oh, we've not got too long. We've got about 10 minutes. I haven't even really spoke to people in the chat, so shout out to all of you. Linda's secret affair. It's not that secret. Linda's secret affair with Days has been exposed. That's why she's trending. All I'm gonna say is, I hope they haven't got the video. That's all I'm gonna say. I hope they haven't got the video, right? Because that, my friends, was one crazy night. Yeah? One crazy night. They call me Days McMahon. That's what they call me. They call me Days McMahon. So, yeah, it was, literally no one calls me that. But, yeah, she was trending, and I was chuffed, and it's properly made my day. Oh, Thunder Rosa, hello, Thunder Rosa, shout out to you, shout out to the, hello, NWA World Women's Champion, thank you for joining us, madam. I don't know how to address that. How do you address, like, if I had the space, I'd, like, curtsy or something, I don't know how to react to, like, I don't know. Guys, let me know in the chat, how do you react to, like, the NWA World Wrestling Women's Champion? I mean, do you know what I mean? No one's ever taught me that. There's been no lessons. I really feel like they should teach that in schools. Do you know what I mean? If you're going to meet important people like this, how do you actually address them? Why do I keep bowing as well? I don't know what I'm doing. I think I've lost my mind. So, thank you. Welcome. NWA for life. NWA for life. Oh, thank you for reminding me. NWA Women's Champion. But talking of NWA, just changing a letter slightly. No, the NWO have got a box coming out on WWE Shop. You know, New World Order, with, like, you know, Hulk Hogan and Nash and all of them. They've got a box coming out like those Firefly Funhouse boxes, and it's got, like, glasses and pin badges and loads of different things in there. So that might be something that they do going forward, with, like, different superstars. So, all I'm going to say is, if you're a wrestler, yeah, might not be a bad idea to do a little gift box, because this seems to be on trend right now. This is what the world is doing right now. So the Firefly Funhouse had a little gift box, had a nice little box, and you opened it, and it was just kind of like little I'm going to use the word trinkets, you know, like an old lady would, you know, like your grandma would. I'm going to use that word, trinkets. It's got little trinkets in there. So it's got like a picture and badges. It's got everything. Everything's in there. I'm trying to think what's in the NWO one. I think it's got like glasses, badges, a picture, a poster. I can't remember. Genuinely can't remember now. I think there's a bandana. It's definitely a bandana. And some other things. Maybe a pencil. I might have made that up. But, yeah, $50. $50. But I bet you anything it sells really well. And I could see them doing that for other superstars, other big, big superstars. So, yeah, just a thought, you know, just a thought. Days, why did Cena disappear at WrestleMania? You've got to ask the question, was he ever there in the first place? Are you going to buy the NWO box? I've got to be honest, right? I was proper looking at it going, that's a really good idea. That's genuinely a really good idea. Do you know what? Give me 1 second. I've got the Firefly Funhouse one, so I can show you what that looks like. Have I got time? Yeah, okay, I've got 7 minutes. I don't need that. It's literally over here. Give me a second. This is live. This is live, people. This is what happens when you're live. Oh, God. All right, it's all right. We're all right. Look, this is, and do you know what? I don't even know how much this is going for. This, how much? I don't know how much is this going? Okay, Google. Where's Google? Here we go. Hang on. Hey Google. Firefly Funhouse box value. Oh, you weren't doing it. Why? Hang on. Okay, right. Bear with me. Oh, I'm so good at this. Hey Google, Firefly Funhouse box value. Do it. Here we go. Here we go. Bray Wyatt box sells for 650% over original price. That's an article by Forbes. By freaking Forbes! Look at this! Article by Forbes from last year, saying that the box sells over 600 and... Oh, you can't quite see, just believe me. 650% over. That's this box. This box. Gone up in value by 650%. So, right, let's open it and mess around with it. So, inside, you got t-shirt. What t-shirt was it? I know this isn't, like, technically NWA related, but... they can take this idea. Imagine an NWA box. What would be inside? In fact, that's a great question. Let me know in the chat what would be inside an NWA box. But inside this one, look, you got a Fiend shirt. That's exclusive. Can't buy that. What else we got? What else we got? Badge and Bray Wyatt autograph. Hello. Could you imagine if you got an autograph from Orange Santa? I'm just saying, like, do you know what I mean? I'm thinking of these things. I'm saying them out loud. And it's gold. That's what I'm giving out right now. Gold. Lagana, where are you? Yeah? I'm throwing out gold at the moment. Get over here. Start mining. That's what you need to do. So, look at this. We've got a Yowie Wowie postcard. We've got a little badge over there of the Fiend. What else have we got? we got some stickers. And, oh yeah, look, the posters from the background. There's the Abby one and everything. And then look at the inside of the box. Oh, the Funhouse, the actual Funhouse. From, I know a lot of you probably don't watch, I don't know if you watch WWE or not. This is cool. Just know this is cool, yeah? Could you imagine an NWA box where this looked like the studio? Imagine it! Imagine it! Insane. Insane. Again, just chucking these ideas out there. So, yeah, I thought that NWO box was pretty sweet. $50. And I'm sure they'll do loads more. I'm going to keep an eye out for an Asuka one. Or, I don't know who I'd get, actually. NWA figures would be nice. NWA figures would be nice, yes. An easy NWA box for each wrestler, pin, t-shirt, and an 8x10. Yeah. It'd be really cool if they could, like, design the box. Like, you don't want it just coming in a boring box, do you? You know, it's got to be a nice packaging. I'm sure that's easy to do. Turbo says money and thumbs up. Yes. Make it rain, baby. Make it rain. Look at that. Days, when will we get a Firefly Funhouse playset? A week on Tuesday. This is the best thing ever. You could do a match with the figures. Well, that might be why it was going for like 600% over its value. But I'm telling you that with the NWA setting, yeah, and just put like loads of little bits in there. In all fairness, I'm sure they've got loads of little bits, you know, just knocking around. They could put it in there. Man, that'd be so cool. Be cool. Strictly Business badge pin. Yes. Days, you believe that fire picture with Sister Abigail and the window, you think that was true? You believe the fire picture with Sister Abigail and you think that was true? I don't quite understand what you mean by that. I'm kind of in the area, but not totally. So I'm going to say yes. It was definitely true. And you better believe in it. There we go. Hey, Days, I added ECW. Oh, yeah. For those of you that don't know, on Thursday, we're going to be watching Barely Legal. And, yeah, I did Google it. We've all seen how great I am with Google. So you can imagine what happened when I went, hey, Google, Barely Legal. Did not go well, right? Did not go well. Yeah, we are going to be watching that ECW, Barely Legal. I've never seen the show. Not a fan of hardcore wrestling. I'm not looking forward to the stream. I think it's going to be awful. Join us. Join us. Come and join us. You know, if maybe you're having a really good day, perhaps you're like in a really good mood and you want to be brought down into a pit of despair and pain and negativity. Join us, you know, on Thursday. Should be mega lols. That's what we'll be doing. We'll be mega lolling on, I don't even know if that's a word, on Tuesday. Wrestling Days fan, shout out to you. William Hensey, shout out to you. Days, can I trade my Sin Cara for your Mr. Wonderful? Jacob, can you stop flirting, please? I've told you, I no longer call it my Mr. Wonderful, okay? That's not what I call it anymore, Jacob. Days, I've got an interview tomorrow for a promotion. Wish me luck. Miss Clown 1, how have you got an interview? The whole world is self-isolating. What is this interview? Is it at home? Are you having to Zoom your interview? What's the interview for? There is not enough detail in that post for me to even want to wish you good luck. What if you're joining a crime gang? Yeah? What if the interview is for you to be the getaway driver? Am I meant to wish you good luck then? What am I meant to do? What am I meant to do? You will have put me on the spot. So unless you're going to give me more details, I'm sorry. I cannot wish you good luck on that. So I expect a lot more details. Oh, it seems like Ethan doesn't care. Ethan's just like, yeah, good luck, buddy. Good luck. Hope you get the job. Yeah. Days, it's nowhere near the most gory pay-per-view. But I'm still not excited. Right, here we go, friends. Here we go. We are going over. We've got the old countdown clock. Days, who would you get in your team? Jordan Hendo. Huh? Are you talking Liverpool players? I can't be doing with abbreviated names. I know Detox. It's really good performances. But Sandman Days. Why did Cena and Bray fight in the Funhouse? Tia, don't worry about it. It was all kind of in his head, and it's all really weird, and it's not really a match, and it's a whole thing. It's a whole thing. Sit back, go over to the NWA, and enjoy this program that they're about to give us, which is the countdown towards the Crockett Cup 2019. I can't believe that we've already been talking for half an hour. I genuinely feel like I turned the stream on 5 minutes ago, and that's it. Half an hour's gone. Like, I'm not even. We were going to talk about Jerry Lawler. That's a whole thing. You know, there was a few things that we were going to go through, but we're literally 40 seconds away now. How are you? I am good, thank you, Dean Winchester. Hope you are well. I saw a commercial that Domino's were hiring. Oh yeah, Miss Clown. What is it? Talk to me. What is your thing? Thank you, Eve. We still don't know. Here we go. I'm still working. I work for a bank. What is that? What is your interview for the bank? Or are you robbing the bank? Come on, let me know. Let us know. We're not going to tell anyone here. Yeah, your secret is safe with us. If you want to give us a cut, you know. Here we go. Right. NWA Crockett Cup 2019. The shop. Allysin Kay t-shirt. The hoodie. The bandanas. One-of-a-kind gifts. I haven't looked for one-of-a-kind gifts in forever, you know. I need to have a look and see one-of-a-kind gifts. Official Crockett Cup pins. 50% off. Crockett Cup was meant to be this weekend. Oh, hello. Hello. There is a new item on the NationalWrestlingAlliance.com. Forged from Mongrovian steel. That's like me. I'm forged from Mongrovian steel with the power of karate. An official question mark pin. Could you imagine a question mark box? Imagine it. How sick would that be? How sick would that be? Nice little appearance from the question mark. They should start all of these shows with a little clip from the wrestlers. That would be cool, wouldn't it? Hi, guys. Hope that you're self-isolating well, keeping fit, keeping your spirits high. Just want to give a shout out. That kind of a thing, you know? That'd be nice. We've got breaking news. Barrett just giving us the breaking news that today we're watching that build to the Crockett Cup. Then on Sunday, Crockett Cup. Next Tuesday, Camille speaks. Hello, my lovely. Come over to my YouTube channel and watch me put on some makeup. Days at WrestleMania. Did Bray brainwash Cena? Yes. I'm already at the bank. It's for a higher role. Okay, that's excellent. I wish you the best of luck. Days, I'm surprised you haven't had counselling after the Firefly Funhouse match. Nah, I kind of pretty much understood what was going on. It was. I thought the imagery was good. I didn't think it was a match, but hey, look, that's a whole thing. So, yes, we've got breaking news, Barrett, just letting us know that Crockett Cup's on the way. And as we said, you know, we like to have a laugh and a joke. We certainly do try. We've never succeeded, but we certainly try. But this is their big pay-per-view. This really is like their WrestleMania, the Crockett Cup. It's got such a rich history in the NWA. And they kind of brought it back. And as we said, it was going to be this weekend. There's some great teams that took part last year. And obviously we don't know who would have taken part this year. I wonder if someone like the Ascension, we've kind of mentioned them before, but the Ascension really could have been in the running. Days, I'm really looking forward to Thursday's stream. I've never seen ECW Barely Legal, but I am a fan of hardcore wrestling, so I can't wait. Well, there we go. Shout out to you, buddy. Days, why haven't we seen Rowan on Raw? He's heartbroken. Last time we saw him, his fake spider was broken, and now the shops are all closed, aren't they? So he can't even go out and buy a new one. So he's just devastated at the moment, which is why you're not seeing him. He's self-isolating in a big cage. He's got a cage exactly the same as the one he used to carry, and he's just sitting in there sobbing. So there we go. Edge and Orton have been accused of bullying by Amy Webber. I've never heard of her. Moda, shout out to you. Hello, Days, just joining. Shout out to Big Boy Dally. There is Camille. I thought we'd started. We haven't started yet. We're still at the Wade Barrett segment. How many people are watching? There's 489 watching on the NWA. Make sure you're one of those 496 now. 496. 493. Make sure that you're one of those. Is it a bit soon to go for a like spike? I do enjoy it. It's like my new favourite thing. Like spiking on their thing and seeing how much I can influence. Because I am an influencer. That's what I am. I influence. The Dark Angel says, shout out to you, Days. You're awesome. Thank you, Dark Angel. I agree. I am awesome. And I really appreciate the fact that you've seen that in me. Yes, like spike. Okay, let's do it. Here we go. Like spike. Like spike. Like spike. Like spike. What should we? I don't know how we. I like to. I don't want to just write like spike. What should we write? You can help me decide. Hit like if you think Camille sounds like... Yes, here we go. Finish that sentence. Hit like if you think Camille sounds like... Hit like if you think Camille sounds like... What? Get it in. Get it... What? What do you think it is? Sounds like... Our window's going. It's closing all the time. I want something positive. I don't want anything negative. Is there a way to become a channel member? You already are. Welcome. Welcome, my friend. Welcome. Shout out to Monica King as well. Big Boy Dally says, what is a like spike? It's where we tell them to hit like, and then people do, and it spikes like that. ECFNW was awesome. I've got no idea what that means. That, to me, is just a lot of words. Del Boy! I can't put Del Boy... A goddess. That's quite nice. I like that. I could go with goddess, but let's come at the front. That is definitely not the vibe I was going for. I was after a nice vibe. That's what I wanted. I wanted a nice vibe. Not Kermit the Frog. What's up, Days? I'm excited for this show. It should be a great show. Yes, I agree. Should be a great show. A woman. That's it. I think Yusuf is definitely getting... Yusuf is definitely getting the idea. Hit like if you think Camille sounds like a woman. I like that. Can't you get the network for free? Hit like if you think Camille sounds like Daisy's sexy beard groomer. Probably not going to write that. That seems to be very... Do you know what I mean? Like I'm attention seeking. I also think that we've probably missed our window now, so I'm probably not actually going to write anything anymore. Right. We're with Mr. Corgan talking about the history and the legacy of the NWA, talking about Flair, talking about Dusty. Look at that. This is them going on to Fox. A nice golden sizzled grilled cheese sandwich. Nice. An angel, says Christopher. Yes, an angel. A foghorn. Porky Pig or Sylvester the Cat. You're not getting this. You're not getting this. Hello, Mr. Cornette. Oh, Monica King! Monica King is trying to get... Monica King! Monica King has jumped onto the NWA and said, hit the like button. She has completely stolen our thunder. How dare you? I thought you was our friend, Monica. Good history this is as well. Tag team wrestling was very popular in the Carolinas. This is the kind of knowledge that I love. Crockett Cup, the tradition returns. This was April 27th last year, so... where is she? Look, she won't even show her face now. She won't even show her face. Days, what kind of darker side could we see of Huskus? I don't know. I don't know that we will, but... Time her out, I will. As soon as she appears, I'm going to time her out. As soon as she appears, she'll stroll back in and she'll be like, hey guys, how's it going, guys? Oh, here we go. Oh, here she is. Here she is. Timed out. Oh! Oh no, has it deleted it? No, I didn't want to delete the message. Oh no, there, that's right. Timed out. 300 sin binned. That's what's happened. She's been put in the sin bin. Oh, I'm sorry, Days. I couldn't help myself. Sin bin. Time out. 300 seconds. Sorry, guys. Got to do what I got to do. Right, Mr. Aldis. Mr. Aldis saying any time that he gets to restore the history and the legacy, and, you know, he certainly does look to do that. A lot of respect for Mr. Aldis and what he's done. Oh, Sonny Wolf as well. Sonny Wolf's doing it. Look, Monica King has started a trend now. Just seeing some images of Jack and Jerry Briscoe, Hanson, Dory Funk Jr. I'm sure I was watching the Ric Flair documentary on the WWE Network, and he was saying that there's like 3 of the traveling champions left, because obviously when the NWA was like really at its height, that was the territory days, and the champion would go around the different territories, and yeah, Ric Flair was saying there's only 3 of those champions left, him being one of them. Which is why, you know, Flair is held in such high regard. I think the others, Dory Funk Jr., Terry Funk, definitely. Days, I'm going to release the Fiendlings. Like Spike. Yeah, I was going to ask for it, but I couldn't find the right words. I got shy. Daisy, you're going to stream AEW tomorrow? Yes, of course. Marty Scurll. Of course, that was our main event, or one of the main events last year. How funny that it was going to be the main event again a year later. Marty Scurll. What did Monica do? Well, look, she'll tell you herself when she's back. She made a mistake. She's paying for that mistake. Here we go. Marty said, 15 years ago, I asked you for a favor, and on this day... Monica King has gone into the NWA chat and said, I'm thinking about the bad decision I made. Very good. Very, very good. Very good. Is she back yet? This is a long 300 seconds, isn't it? Days, I love talking to you. Shout out to you, Tia. Days, when I finally get out of high school, I am going to do an application tryout for the WWE. If I get into the WWE, make sure I'm your favourite NXT Men's Champion. Why not go to the NWA? Why not go on Circle Squared? Hey? Go on to Circle Squared? Days, you're lethal. That's what they call me. They call me Wrestling Lethal Days. 300 seconds. It's the longest 300 seconds. Unless she's sulking now. She's gone over there to sulk. When I grow up, I want to be Monica King. Yeah, she doesn't care. She's like the Stone Cold, isn't she, of our chat? Doesn't care. Does what she wants. Oh, I think that makes me Mr. McMahon. Well, that's fine, because that means I'm married to Linda. So, Nick Aldis says, look, it's fine. Just why didn't we have a conversation about it first? In regards to Marty challenging him. So, Nick saying he was equal parts impressed and equal parts angry. Don't embarrass me. No one puts Aldis in a corner. Days, when do you think lockdown will end in the UK? It's hard to say, bud. I don't know. I don't know. Monica King is back and she has learned her lesson. Sonny Wolf says, I've missed you. Suppressed CN says, time her out. Time her out. This is like a whole new lock her up, isn't it? It's a nice coat. Look at that coat. Look at that villain jacket that Marty's got on. That is beautiful. That looks great. Nick says you don't win championships with masks and coats and umbrellas. But you win them with light spikes. So let's try and light spike, shall we? Let's try a light spike. I'm just going to write light spike. I'm not even going to mess around. Light spike! Right. 176 it's on. 176. For as long as I'm on screen, I'm going to take every like that they get. Yeah? 177. Boom. That's mine. I'm having that. So, we've gone up by 1. Still waiting. Still waiting. 2! Yes! Went up by 2. Both of them are mine. 3. 179. 179. Oh, boom! Look at this. It's gone up by 3 again. 182. And I'm still on screen. 184. Oh, like spike, 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 like spike. 185. I'm still on screen. What's that? 12? Has it gone up by 12? I'm saying 12. Ah, 12. 12 is what it finished on. Yeah? Monica, if you're watching, that's how you do it. That's how you like Spike. You're meant to like cheer along as you do it, and I think it encourages it. Sends out like good vibes to the universe. Because everyone's like, yeah, like Spike, like Spike, like Spike. Man, we just like spiked the hell out of that. Mr. Lagana says, wait, who is Spike and why are we liking him? Does he not know that's the dog out of like Rugrats? That's definitely the dog out of Rugrats. The dog from... Oh, you might have heard me here. The dog from Rugrats. That was Spike, wasn't it? Was that Spike? Monkey King says, I'm claiming all of those likes. That's such a heel thing to do. Right. They've got 622 watching now. This is good, man. No, you can't, Monica, you can't ask for a like spike now. Nah, it's not going to work, Monica. You're going to see likes go down. Monica. We've got like a like spike battle going on now. This is definitely not what we were meant to be doing. By the way, we were definitely meant to be watching the show. First time since 1988. Oh, you got one, Monica. You got one. Monica definitely got one. I think, Monica, I think you asked too quickly after I asked. 2, you got 2. You're still on screen. 2 for Monica. Any more? Any more takers? Oh, you're on 2. You're on 2. You're on 2. Oh, this is tense, man. This is tense. 4? Finished on 4? It just jumped up by 2? No way. 4 for Monica. That's pretty good, man. Respect. Respect. Willie Mack. Willie Mack is here. 187. Mac 187. Are we going to be watching this match? Have we got a match to enjoy? Willie Mack. Days, NWA. 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 Ah, like Mike! Like Mike! Like Mike! What? Who's Mike? Like, I wish I could like Mike. I wish there was a Mike in our chat that I could like. I feel like I should show a different appreciation to different mics. This is cool. Cobb on his way down. This is great. Days NWA. I saw it and we thank you for the Crockett Cup on Sunday. Again, why do I bow? I don't know. I did that with Thunder Rosa earlier. It's all I know how to do. I don't know how to address important people or organisations. I just end up like. Do you know what I mean? Thank you. I need to take like etiquette classes or something. Hang on, what's going on here? What's this about? What's all this? What's all this about? Is this a tag team match? I reckon that's what's going on, you know. Chalmers, get on this. You're our detective. Can you figure out what's going on? I'm pretty sure this is a tag match, the Briscoes. If you've not seen the Briscoes, what a team. What a team. 10-time Ring of Honor Tag Team Champions. So this is going to be the Briscoes versus Cobb and Willie Mack. Oh, I wasn't expecting a match to enjoy. This is lovely. I'll take this every day. Every day. Right. Briscoes versus Mac and Cobb. Oh, it's a qualifier. Qualifier for Crockett Cup. Dave, what do you think Bray and Braun will do? Not a great deal, because I don't know what they're building. I suppose they're building towards Money in the Bank, aren't they? So maybe a match and some kind of an attack. Maybe they'll just tell a bit more of the backstory or something along those lines. Look at the Briscoes, man. You definitely would not want to run into them in a dark alley, would you? Days, I was in Louisiana one time, and I think I saw the Cabin in the Woods. Did you see CM Punk looking through his WWE shirts and outfits, possibly a return? I doubt it. How many times have we said a return? I mean, we've gone through Royal. If they're not going to bring him back for the Rumble, I can't imagine they're going to be bringing him back this year, to be honest. So, no, I think it's all just a tease. Dace, I think Monica King is the lost sister of King Corbin. Maybe, Bob. Maybe. Shout out to Jules the King. Dace, when I see you write Mac, I thought you was going to write mac and cheese. You probably want to see a therapist. Dace, why did you give away Huskus? I got given one by Euroshop. Euroshop were very kind. Sonny Wolf is trying for a like spike now. Keep an eye on that situation as we're enjoying this match. Chops. There's a chop fest. Pork chop cash being thrown around. Nice side headlock. Days, I would love Nia Jax to win Money in the Bank. I love crumpets. Fair play. Days, if someone goes to UFC and succeeds, it's guaranteed that they will be booked strongly in the WWE if they join. It depends how much success they have. I think if they're a champion, then it's going to put them on a radar, definitely. But they've got to have a personality. I mean, Ronda Rousey's an exception, you know. I mean, her pay-per-views were some of the biggest, most bought pay-per-views in the history of UFC. What she did for women's sport and women in sport was huge. I mean, she was on the front page of magazines, and you know, she really was a big star. So they'd have to have a decent impact, you know. Good work so far by Willie Mack and Cobb into the corner. I actually don't know the difference between the Briscoes. I don't know which Briscoe is which. Lovely standing vertical. Delayed standing vertical. Center. Look at this. It's one arm as well. In the other arm, he's just like counting how long he's standing for. That is nice. That is nice. Briscoes having to regroup on the outside. They are predicting concerts and sports not until 2021. Who is predicting that? Let me know. Where have you heard that? Who is predicting that? There's a 99-year-old war veteran that has raised $3.7 million for the NHS. That's awesome. I think I saw him, wasn't he doing like 100 laps around his garden or something? Last I heard, he was up to $500,000. I had no idea it had got to 3.7. So that is absolutely incredible. Nice. Front face lock, lovely work. Days, random question. What two promotions would you want to combine into one? What would I want to combine into one? Don't know. That's really hard. Off the top of my head, I'm thinking Ring of Honor and NWA. Just because I think Ring of Honor do have some really good talent. I don't know what connections and relationships they've got. I should imagine that NWA have probably already got a lot of the same relationships. But, I don't know. I know they're working together anyway. I mean, you could say, like, New Japan and NWA, but I don't know if that would work. I don't know. Can I see the likes of Naito in the Powerrr studio? I don't think I can. I definitely wouldn't combine anything with WWE. I suppose New Japan and AEW. You're right, Days. Who is predicting that? I don't know. I heard one expert. I think Wrestle Talk did a little article on one expert said that there might not be anything until a vaccine is sorted. No, like arena shows with crowds. So this is what I'm saying. If it's from that article, then take it with a pinch of salt. Human Detox says, Days, hello, gorgeous. Hello, Human Detox. Nice stomp to the head. I gotta say, it's a real treat to be watching the Briscoes. I haven't seen a great deal of their matches because I haven't watched a great deal of Ring of Honor. And they, for me, are synonymous with Ring of Honor. As we said, 10-time Ring of Honor Tag Team Champions. Sonny Wolf says, like Spike, to rebel against the system of wrestling days. Thanks, Sonny Wolf. Thanks for that support. £10 a podcast says, could you see £10 of gold at Wrestle Kingdom? Yes. I could definitely see it that way, but I could see stars going to Japan, but I would struggle to see Japanese stars coming over to the Powerrr studio. I don't know why. Because it would be brilliant. And, you know, we've already seen the likes of Aldis face-to-face with the Great Muta. So to see Aldis face-to-face with Okada would be... I'd love it. I'd love it. To see him face-to-face with Naito. To see him face-to-face with Tanahashi. It'd be brilliant. Plus also, I think you could go further down. You could do Zicky Dice against Takahashi. Or, you know, bring in Ospreay and do that. Zicky Dice. Or do Ricky Starks. Something along those lines. I think Ricky Starks against Ospreay. Zicky Dice against Takahashi. Aldis against Okada. I have no idea who would face Naito. But, I mean, you could get some great matches out of merging NWA with New Japan. And I could definitely see Nick Aldis at Wrestle Kingdom. 1000%. Yeah, easy. Because Rev Pro, which for me is a smaller British promotion, they have their championship defended at Wrestle Kingdom. So it's an absolute no-brainer to see Nick Aldis walk out at the Tokyo Dome. An absolute no-brainer. And plus also, you know, they've got a great roster, the NWA. I can see other stars. The thing is that they don't have women in New Japan. So you're not going to see the likes of Thunder Rosa or anyone compete in the Tokyo Dome, you know. But yeah, it's interesting. That would interest me definitely. Days, if Cena joined the Funhouse, would that mean that he's turned heel? I don't know, but I don't know. I mean, they definitely teased that he's turned heel. But I mean, is Huskus a heel? I don't think so. And he's part of the Funhouse, so I suppose it wouldn't have to necessarily mean that he had turned heel. Days, read your Rebel Against Wrestling Days comment on NWA. I can't see any comments on there at the moment. Willie Mack is in. Duck underneath, goes over. Big strike. Duck underneath again. Willie Mack, nice kick. Willie Mack, that was a hot tag. Willie Mack coming in. Charging over. Against the ropes. Boom! Big kick. That was nice. Days, pick one wrestler to switch promotions. Well, that's a good question for you guys. Aron Stevens versus Naito. Don't think so. I don't think so. Naito currently holds the IWGP Heavyweight and IWGP Intercontinental. So you'd kind of need someone like a James Storm, I suppose. Someone that's a bit serious, but Eli Drake Naito could be very interesting. That could be very interesting. Eli Drake versus Naito. I could vibe with that. I could definitely vibe with that. I mean, you could do Aldis against Naito, but I feel like most people know of Okada because of those matches against Omega. So I feel like Okada is a bigger name than Naito. Days, what celebrity would you like to become a wrestler? I'm not a fan of celebrities becoming wrestlers. I think you need to have some kind of a fighting background to become a wrestler, so I can't really think of any, to be honest. Unless, like, I don't mind boxers giving it a go. I don't mind MMA fighters giving it a go. I don't know if you class those as celebrities or not, but at least they've got a fighting background. But no, I would struggle to say Justin Bieber or anyone like that, you know. In the corner, big strikes, headbutts. Don't see many headbutts these days. Like Spike, if Wrestling Days is beautiful, says Sunny Wolf. And literally no one liked, so that has been crushing to my morale. Days, what is the point of Ramblin' Rabbit trying to tell us how to beat The Fiend only for him to lose to Goldberg? Any theory behind that, or is WWE just screwed up? There's no theory that you can put behind that because apparently Vince changed his mind just hours before the match. The Fiend was winning that match, and yeah, he changed his mind. Oh, planted down. Flatliner. So, yeah, you can't... I mean, people will come up with theories that he didn't have a history with Goldberg, that's why he struggled and all of this, but it's not... That's not... I can't go with that personally because it's not... It wasn't part of the storyline. The story was The Fiend was winning. I mean, there's even been details come out the past week saying that Goldberg was the one that petitioned to win that match. He went up to Vince and said that it would not look great for him to lose that match. So, yeah, hard to know how it played out or what the truth was. But no theories from me on that. It's just a horrible, horrible result. Oh, Cobb has got both of the Briscoes. Look at the power. Look at the power. Oh! Wow, and straight into a standing moonsault. Man, the power, you can't fake that. The power that it takes to do that is absolutely incredible. What a talent. Days, what do you think the Hacker will do this week? I'm not too sure. We didn't see the Hacker, did we, on Friday? So we're probably due the Hacker. You'd think that they'd revealed themselves soon. I'm not sure what else they've got to reveal. I don't know what other truth needs to be exposed, so just a 2 count. Days, what do you think the hacker will do? We read that one. Days, if you dated Linda, here we go. Finally! Ooh. If you dated Linda, you would have a connection with WWE. So change the bad product. Yeah, I won't be bothered in that. You can have your bad product. Me and Linda would be going to, like, evening teas and things like this. Kick out again. Days, you think the Fiend has a creepier transformation to go to yet? There is a theory that he is his mask is like deteriorating a little bit as he's righting the wrongs. Does kind of make sense because, of course, the Fiend is Bray's darkness. That is his frustration. So, you know, as he starts to ease those frustrations, is it a case that his mask is starting to kind of fade? And it definitely seems like there's more to come, yes. Sonny Wolf says, like Spike for Wrestling Days, Linda. I'm not sure that's going to get many likes, Sonny. Here we go, double underhook. Duck underneath. Oh! Days Ultimate Fantasy is Linda Mae Young in a menage a trois. That's big. Sandoval. Sandoval? What about Sandoval? Daisy Boy, your like spike is due. Well, I think there's been a lot of requests for like spikes. I'm not sure that I'm going to have much benefit. I think you guys have done a good job of requesting like spikes. Here we go, Jay Briscoe. Oh! Here we go. Roll over. Surely that's it for the Briscoes too. No! This is a good match, you know. Gotta give credit where it's due. I believe this was a qualifying match for the Crockett Cup. This is awesome, is the chant from the crowd. This is awesome. Days, do you want Cena to win 17 world titles? I don't mind, to be honest. I don't mind. I think records are there to be broken. Uppercut. I was someone that thought the streak should have ended. I don't know that Brock was the right person to end it, the Undertaker streak. But I'm a big believer that there's no point in having things like that if they're not going to get broken. That's the benefit of them. You build them up to give someone the push, the rub, you know. What's the point in doing that, building it up, having that Undertaker streak, and then no one beats it and no one kind of gains from it, you know? I mean, Brock definitely gained from it. But I can't say he was the right person. Big boot. Days, what is you and Linda's name? Lindays. That's it. That's it, Chalmers. You know it, baby girl. You know it, baby girl. Fiend is a Decepticon. Amazing. If you married Linda, you would be Shane and Stephanie's stepdad. How mad would that be? How mad would Vince be? Days, what I loved on SmackDown is that the old lamp with Bray's face was talking, reminding us of the old Bray. What are your thoughts on that? Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. There's not really much to say on it. 1, 2, 3. The Briscoes win. Great match. Really great match. Yeah, I mean, we know that lantern is Bray's old self, if you will. We heard it talking... was it just before WrestleMania we heard it talk for the first time? William Hensey says, cough into your flexed elbow, not your hand. Dude, I'm in the middle of the countryside. There's no issues around here for me. So, okay, they're just telling us what the teams are in the Crockett Cup. This is quite interesting because don't forget, the Crockett Cup is being shown this Sunday. Stuka Jr. and Maya Jr. from CMLL. Flip and Bandido. That match was great. It was really good. Yeah, it was a good little match. Shows how good the Briscoes are. Jazz. She held the title for 900 days. Ah, is this how Allysin Kay gets the title? Oh, there we go. So I'm guessing, I don't know, but I'm guessing that that's when Allysin Kay wins the belt. And Jazz held it for 900 days. I tell you what, all this quarantine is, I think £10 a podcast said this. Really, really good point. This quarantine is great for records. Because I don't know how long it's been, but all of these champions getting all of this kind of free time. I mean, Thunder Rosa now has been women's champ for I don't know how long. Colt Cabana. Days, I agree. Streaks are there to be broken. I mean, Brock was always a big deal, but whoever beats Brock now, it seems like a massive deal just because he broke that streak 6 years ago. That's nice. Showing us the moment that Colt Cabana won the £10 of gold. 900 days. Yeah, I can't believe that. Don't be a Debbie Downer. Don't be a Debbie Downer. Days, who would win, Nia Jax or Karma? Well, it depends when it was booked. I mean, if it was booked today, then it would be Nia Jax. If it was booked a few years ago, when Karma was still in her prime, it probably would have been Karma. PCO and Brody King. Kevin Kelly. Legend. We answered that one. If Ronda returns, will she go after Becky? Yeah, almost certainly, yes. Briscoes versus Rock and Roll, I'm sure, is one of the matches. I believe you're correct, and I believe that's the match I saw. You know, when I said I've seen parts of this Crockett Cup, pretty sure that was one of the matches I saw. Briscoes. Yeah, we don't know who we would have seen this year. So, Block A and Block B. Hello, Tyson Mooretube. Hope you are well. So, here's the Briscoes. Hello, Christopher Rogers. Hope you're well, buddy. We were just watching quite an interesting show. There was the first part was all about Marty and Nick and how we got to that match. Basically, Marty calling out Nick in the ring at Ring of Honor, and Mr. Aldis certainly not appreciating that. But obviously, you know, what a match. What a match. Really looking forward to seeing that, because I don't think I've seen that before. And now we're just finding out about like the tag tournament, the teams that are in it. We've just seen one of the qualifying matches, a very good match involving the Briscoes. And now we've just found out that it's going to be Jazz versus Allysin Kay, although she might be going by her previous name of Sienna. Yeah, this card is coming together. One thing that will never be beaten is Bruno Sammartino's world title reign. Days, will watching retro shows be every Thursday? I don't know, but I think there's a really good chance that we will continue to do them for as long as people join us and enjoy them. I suppose I'm a little concerned about ECW because that's a very niche market. Allysin Kay t-shirt, jumper, bandanas. I've got to get onto eBay to look for that signed merchandise. Got to have a look for that signed merchandise. I've probably missed out on loads of posters and signed posters and things. Marty says he doesn't like to do the same thing as everyone else. He likes to be different. Days, Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross, new names, Scary and Sexy. Timmy from South Park. Never rewind days while staying in chat. It's Twilight Zone-ish. Days, who would you like Brock to feud with? I mean, these past 4 years, I'm so used to Brock being world champion. Seems boring. No, do you know what? I was thinking this. I think that I'm totally fine with Brock being cashed in on by Seth. But other than that, I wouldn't have had Brock lose the title. I would have had Brock win the title back from Seth and then kept him champion all this time. I genuinely think he's a powerhouse, a freak, a one of a kind. The kind of person that people in years to come will go, wow, you know, what a specimen, what a wrestler. So I think that his title reigns have been a little bit stop-start. I actually don't know what his longest title reign was. Because obviously he's dropped it to Roman and he's dropped it to Seth a few times. This is some really interesting pictures. I think we've got some old pictures there of Nick Aldis and Marty. They've obviously been friends. They've known each other for a long, long time. Look at these pictures. I don't think Brock will wrestle for a while. Oh no, yeah. Rumors are not until things go back to normal. He's going to just go back to his farm for a little bit. Are the Iconics still with WWE? Yes. They should be coming back soon. Have you heard that Ricky Morton has been diagnosed with Bell's palsy? I don't think so. No. That someone mentioned Bell's palsy on a stream, but I don't think it was connected to Ricky Morton. But that's terrible. That's terrible. I genuinely wish him all the best, of course. I think Brock's longest reign was WrestleMania 33 to SummerSlam 18. Ooh, we're looking at how the villain was born. Such an interesting character, the villain. Did you ever see his entrance at New Japan? Where he had these, like, wings that kind of came out? For New Japan, it was incredible. Yeah, this is great. We're just seeing like Nick Aldis going around with the £10 all around the world. You can see some wings on the villain right there. We need Brock Lesnar versus The Fiend. Are you streaming backstage? No. Nick Aldis was great on Gladiators. I never saw it. I think that was the updated one, wasn't it? Was it on Sky? Look at that. Love that mask. Was that the wings with his white attire? Let me have a look. I want to say, was it last year or the year before? Marty Scurll. Wrestle Kingdom. It's incredible, man. I don't know if you can see it. I probably could show you a different way, but it is that right there. Look at that. I mean, it's incredible. Could you imagine that in figure form? So Marty is saying, you know, Nick Aldis is champ, but is he really happy as champion? Mr. Aldis says, I don't need to do a big sell on this match. It's been 15 years in the making. It's a nice feather that he's got there. I wonder what that's about. Oh, that attire. Yes. Yeah. Yes. I used to watch Gladiators on Sky 1. Days, I'll tell you, Brock Lesnar, Universal Champ, April 2017 to August 2018, lost to Roman, won the title back against Braun on October. Yeah, what's the point in that? Lost to Seth at WrestleMania 35. So Marty says that he's excited that people are excited for this match, and they certainly were. As I said, I heard the buzz about that match. Some nice imagery here. Oh, what? Is he coming out? I think he's on his way out. You'll get to see a Marty entrance. I'm guessing he's coming out for some kind of promo. Ah, it's a dialed down. It's casual Tuesday. Marty, that's what we've got. Still looks great, though. I was very fortunate to see Marty live. He was in Wolverhampton. I've spoke about that mega show before. There was a mega show that had, like, the Young Bucks and Kenny and British Strong Style. So Tyler Bate, Trent Seven, all of these people were there. Yeah, there was a tag match. I can't remember who they were facing. It might have been the Lucha Bros, you know. But it was Zack Sabre Jr. and Marty Scurll. Right, let's change over this graphic. Whoop, whoop. Promo. There's lots of ribbon that's been thrown in the ring, ticker tape or whatever it is. Days, it's Marty. Whoop whoop. Days, who do you think was the greatest NWA champion of all time? Ric Flair. Ric Flair's the greatest of all time. And then you've probably got either Harley or Dusty. I mean, we're Nick Aldis is definitely not in that top tier yet. You've really got to have a lot of classic matches under your belt. It comes with time, you know. But, I mean, what he's managed to achieve so far definitely puts him, you know, in that high bracket. But he's just got to keep going. And obviously he's kind of being robbed of those opportunities at the moment, which is a real shame. But I think history will look back on Nick Aldis as really one of the greats. I genuinely think that. Because this is the rebirth of the NWA. And there's little things about Nick Aldis that you maybe you maybe take for granted. Like, he never comes out in, like, his own T-shirts, you know, like Nick Aldis shirts or anything like this. He always comes out in really sharp suits. Sharp suits. There's he always cuts interesting promos as well. When he talks, he's always got something to say. You know, he never just gets on and just waffles or leaves you feeling a little bit underwhelmed. He always actually adds something and says something. So, Mr. Aldis is here. There we go, getting in the date. Days, did you hear Miz and Morrison's rap song? Yes. Harley race. I named my son Harley. Very cool. Dana Brooke and Carmella will lose because Alexa and Nikki Cross will win and retain. Yes, you're right, Donnell. Days, if I get Brock Lesnar versus The Fiend, then I'm going to donate 1,000. Don't do that. Luthez, incredible wrestler, one of the greats. Days, I was saying, won the title back against Braun 2018, lost to Seth at WrestleMania 35, won it back at Extreme Rules, lost it at SummerSlam, then squashed. Yeah, it's too much messing around in a short space of time. I wouldn't have done any of that. Just left the title on him. I'm sure that wouldn't be popular with people, but I'm telling you, when someone would take the title off him, it would mean a lot more. Nick Aldis says, I can't wait to see you choke. Nick Aldis has time to make history. Yep. Luthez is the best, says Google. Get in this ring. Get in this ring and fight me. And Mr. Aldis is on his way down. So is Camille. I don't care if you're ready. Saying let's do it right now. Aldis taking off his jacket. Face to face. Oh, and he pushes. There's a little bit of pushing and shoving, and Camille getting in the way. Oh! Snaps the fingers, and look at that. Marty holding the 10 pounds of gold in the air. Boom, there we go. Watch the Crockett Cup this Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern. So we're definitely going to be doing that. Definitely doing that. So we will be doing the watch along for that this Sunday. National Wrestling Alliance shop. So just some really interesting backstory there. I love how they're talking about how this has been a match in the making for 15 years. R.I.P. fingers. Do you think Cena Fiend was overrated? I don't think it was rated. I mean, like, it wasn't, for me, it wasn't a match. So I just enjoyed it as a Funhouse segment, which I thought was excellent as a Funhouse segment. There's that question mark. Rumour Becky Lynch is going to turn heel. Official question mark pin badge is available at the NWA shop right now. Fiend Cena was awesome. Days, who do you think will win the Cruiserweight tournament? I would love for it to be someone like Kushida. I feel like Kushida definitely deserves a championship. He was a massive, massive name in New Japan. You know, a little bit earlier we were like swooning over New Japan stars. And that is definitely someone that I was a fan of in New Japan. So to see him come over to NXT, and I don't know, he's not been winning any championships or anything, or even competing for championships. I think he had an NXT championship match on NXT against Adam Cole, but lost it clean, and it was a decent match, but I don't know, you just want him to have a bit more than that, you know. So I'd like for him to get something, get the ball rolling. It's not the belt that I want him to have, but Days, will you only be doing Wheel of Funds on one-off occasions? Yes. Days, do you think Nikki and Alexa will stay as a tag team if they lose? I don't think they'll lose. And Sean saying it's over. It is over. It is over. Right. I love the Fiend and Cena at WrestleMania, but I would have loved a match as well. Yeah, I agree. When it comes to Fiend and Cena, I really do think that they called it the wrong thing. I mean, they should have called it a Firefly Funhouse segment, and then people wouldn't have been as... People weren't angry, but people, I think, felt a little bit misled because they were expecting a match, and that's not what they got. They got a Firefly Funhouse segment, but as I said, imagery, storytelling, I still thought it was excellent. So there we go. That was the NWA this week. At least we got a match in there, and do you know what? It was a very good match as well. A very, very good match as well. I don't know a great deal about the Briscoes because I've not watched a great deal of Ring of Honor, but I certainly know of them, of course. 10 times champs. I've seen their figures and everything, but yeah, I haven't watched a lot of their matches. So it was nice to watch a Briscoes match. So we've got that this weekend, the tournament, the Crockett Cup tournament. That's going to have a lot of different styles, CMLL wrestlers, as we know, some legends in there, some Ring of Honor stars in there, some familiar faces in there. Plus, you're going to see Nick Aldis against Marty as well, Marty Scurll. That's going to be taking place as well. And I think Jazz versus Allysin Kay or Sienna or what she was going by. So a few matches to look forward to this weekend. And do you know what? Hats off to the NWA because they are giving us a paper. It's another pay-per-view. That's another show. It blows my mind because you've got people like WWE that really, they don't do that. How many times have the WWE given a pay-per-view to like a network? They don't do it. They gave a couple of WrestleManias to like ESPN in the build up to this. But outside of that, you just don't see it. It's not something that they do. And how many pay-per-views have they done? I mean, they've done pay-per-views since the 1980s. Whereas this rebooted NWA, they've literally got a handful of pay-per-views. And they sell them. They sell them as DVDs. So you can go to the shop and buy them. Well, so far, since this quarantine, self-isolating and everything, the NWA has given us, well, this will be the 3rd pay-per-view now. I actually don't know if they've got any others. I don't think they have. They've given us NWA 70, NWA pop-up event, and then the big one, their big show, the Crockett Cup. Outside of that, I mean, I don't think they've got any others that we've not seen, because they did Into the Fire, they did Hard Times. Obviously, we watched both of those. I might be wrong. I'm not too sure. So, yeah, incredible. Shouldn't be ignored at the fact that they're giving us another pay-per-view this weekend. So very, very cool. Right, boom, done and done. They give us a pay-per-view that you could only buy on DVD. There we go. Shout out to you, Aldis. I hope you are well. Brandon Lewis and everyone, thank you to everyone. I believe our great friend, Mr. Rotella, should be starting. Obviously, this show ran over a little because that's just literally just finished. But if you jump over to £10 of podcast, Mr. Rotella should be starting over there very, very soon. Thank you all so much for joining us. Thank you to the NWA for giving us something to enjoy on this Tuesday. Of course, we've got that Crockett Cup on Sunday. And then next week, Camille speaks. Camille speaks next week. Awesome, guys. Thanks for watching. I'll see you again next time. Bye for now.